Friends, Romans, gamers, lend me your ears. That's a quote from Shakespeare, and he writes books. We all know TommyInnit.
I am a good friend, but I'm grieving. Not grieving, I can grieve though. What, do you want me to grieve?
But do we really know TommyInnit? We know the character he plays and the things he shares with us, but I gained access to an in-development language AI which can analyze text and provides info about how a person or character acts or thinks based on their words and can describe the major parts of their personality in a nice little chart. So using this AI, we're going to plug in transcriptions I put together of a few of Mr. TommyInnit's videos to try psychoanalyzing this 16-year-old from another continent. Wait. This AI is not currently publicly available, but I've gained access to it because of and for secret reasons. But while you're sitting back and watching this video on your phone or computer or TV if you're one of those heathens who watches my videos on your TV in front of your entire family. But that's besides the point. If you happen to enjoy the video, I spent a lot of time first transcribing and then analyzing Tommy's videos word for word before writing this script and then editing it all together. So consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and you can always unsubscribe later. But I hope you enjoy the video. What you're seeing on screen right now is a graph of TommyInnit's word usage and personality in Minecraft. This is because I know none of you would be able to focus on a graph unless it was also in Funny Block Game. I'm not going to focus on every single bar individually because then we'd be here all day. But let's talk about the important ones and what this says about Tommy as a person. You'll see that his #1 characteristic is impulse, and this doesn't exactly take a genius to figure out.
Imagine if we just robbed someone.
Impulsive people tend to do things on a whim. They also feel very comfortable with being vague opposed to being more specific in their language. Other people on the Dream SMP, like Technoblade, tend to be more specific in their language. Tommy is highly resolved and determined, which comes from having high levels of commitment and need. High commitment would mean he has a lot of dedication to people, things, and ideas. High need will mean that he feels he needs things a lot, as evidenced by holding 2 entire fucking wars over some dumbass music discs.
Don't speak to me of loyalty!
You are my friend and you...
High need and high commitment people will commonly follow through on what they say they'll do. They'll commonly carry through with both promises and threats. For example, Wilbur's also high need and high commitment, and he ended up blowing up an entire fucking country because he said he would. In a video game, he blew up a country in a video game. Please, YouTube, do not demonetize me. Tommy's style of learning and expression is auditory. This means that Tommy will understand things better when explained out loud. High auditory along with high impulse people tend to be very loud, speak quickly, and have a lot of range to their voice. And since we all know who Tommy is,
Welcome home, Theseus!
Tommy also has high softener. This means that he uses a lot of softening words like just, maybe, and like. People who use a lot of softener words tend to be very indirect with their language, give their words deniability. The final notable part of this graph is how Tommy has high impulse, but less accuracy. This means that he tends to stretch the truth and play loose with facts for his own benefit. Now, I got all of this info from only 2 videos, Tommy's vlog with Wilbur and his video on the Dream SMP's Battle of the Lake. This is pretty surprising to me anyway, because I feel it defines his overall character pretty well. But in those 2 videos, Tommy was obviously playing a character. Tommy is probably not going to start a war in real life over his pet cow in Minecraft. Actually, never mind, I take that back. Tommy would probably do that. But the point I'm trying to make is that we should compare TommyInnit as a character to TommyInnit in real life. So after a bit of digging, I was able to find when Tommy was on the E-Boys podcast, which is a great listen, which I'd really recommend if you have an hour to waste. But when Tommy was on the podcast, he was playing significantly less of a character in the video. He talks about school, the process of making his videos, and more stuff just about life. So let's compare the differences between Tommy in real life and Tommy on YouTube. In real life, it seems that Tommy expresses a lot less need than as a character. His accuracy also goes up a lot, and his self-focus goes down. I commonly see Tommy's character painted as unaware, naive.
You're naive. You can lay down foundations for me to build on.
And needy, but Tommy in real life seems to be the furthest thing. Tommy really is an expert at YouTube and is honestly a really humble guy. Now, I also got a few transcripts of some of Tommy's first videos to see how he's changed over time as a person. Tommy's focus at the beginning of his channel was a lot more convincing. He had to convince people to subscribe and all. In the latest video of his old videos, which I took transcripts from, he only had 500 subscribers. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but he has quite a few more than that now. Tommy's ability and community scores were also a lot higher back then, while his impulse was a lot lower. Tommy's character in these videos was a lot less loose and a lot less loud, and a lot more high-pixel YouTuber from circa 2018, original Ace references and all.
Ambassador to the community!
The AI also detected a lot of changes in his language use, as well as him being a lot more focused on the future back then. Now, I should probably answer the question, who is TommyInnit really? TommyInnit plays a very naive, impulsive, and quick-to-act character, but in reality, he's a really determined, intelligent guy who saw the possibility to become a YouTuber. And after setting his mind to it, he took all of this responsibility at only 16 years old and was able to achieve his dream of publicly embarrassing himself.
Excuse me, you're my girlfriend.
Hey, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing or following me on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot on there as of late. And if this video does well, I might do other videos using the AI, either to analyze other YouTubers or to try predicting the future of the Dream SMP's plot. Either way, I will see you never again because I'm moving to Antarctica to live out the rest of my days among polar bears. Goodbye.